Well, hello there, everyone. Welcome back to Lovely Lavender Wishes. It's Renee, and I hope you're all having a very blessed day. So today we are going to be in Habakkuk, or Habakkuk, however you want to say it. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing it right. I've heard it pronounced a couple different ways. But today we're going to be in chapter 2. And I looked up kind of like the background on this book. And again, you can do so many studies in the Bible, but one of the summaries or synopsises of this book really hit home for me. It said the major theme of this book of Habakkuk is trying to grow from a faith of perplexity and doubt, kind of where I am or have been this year, perplexity and doubt, to the height of absolute trust in God. So growing from this faith of, kind of, Lord, help me with my faith. You know how they say in, I think it's in either Matthew or Mark, it's like, Lord, help us with our faith, help us with our unbelief. So the major theme says trying to grow from a faith of perplexity and doubt to the height of absolute trust in God. Now, Habakkuk here is addressing God about his concerns over the fact that God's going to be using Babylon, like their major enemy, to execute judgment on Judah for their sins. So Habakkuk here is trying to question God, like, why are you going to use these enemies of ours, the people who are against your people, to judge your people and execute this horrible judgment on Judah, your own people, with their enemies, kind of thing. And he's trying to reconcile the whole thing. That's kind of where I am this year, reconciling this whole, like, all I see is non-Christians and everybody else living, supposedly these easy lives. I know nobody's life is easy, but versus like the Christians are all like having issues and problems and fighting evil all the time, and it just seems never ending. So it's kind of like that same little struggle here faith-wise. So I found that kind of interesting. So y'all, that being said, we're going to be in chapter 2 and God's second answer. So Habakkuk is waiting God's response. It says here, he questions him and he waits for his response. And then God's second answer to him, if you want to know the whole story, you should read Habakkuk. It's only 3 chapters long, so it's not a long book at all. It says, the Lord answered me in verse 2, write down this vision, clearly inscribe it on tablets so one may easily read it. For the vision is yet for the appointed time. It testifies about the end and will not lie. Of course, God never lies. Though it delays, wait for it. It's kind of like how we're waiting, for the end days right now, and how we're waiting for God to come back. Everyone's like, oh, it won't happen. Everyone's been waiting for it for thousands of years and blah, blah, blah. But God even says here, though it delays, wait for it, since it will certainly come and not be late. If God says something's going to happen, it's going to happen, y'all. It will happen. And then God continues, says, look, his ego is inflated. He is without integrity. He's talking about the enemies here. But the righteous one will live by his faith. Moreover, wine betrays. An arrogant man is never at rest. He enlarges his appetite like Sheol, and like death, he is never satisfied. He gathers all the nations to himself. He collects all the peoples for himself. So then he goes on to do the 5 woes, like woe to him and woe to him. So go on and read that. But I love the verse here that the righteous one will live by his faith. And I love that this whole book is based on going from, that doubt and uncertainty to the height of absolute faith and trust in God. So I'm going to title this page Faith, and I'm going to be using a few different things. I'm going to be using the sticker pack that I have had forever from the Paper Studio. And I'm going to be using the one here that says this, Faith, this one right here, Faith. So that's the one I'm going to use. And then I am using a lot of my Your Creative Studio box papers. I'm going to be using these papers that I got, a couple of these page papers, and these little stickers I got because we're in fall, and I love these. These are transfer stickers, so we're rub-ons, so we're going to use those. And then I'm also going to use some of the stamps I got from Your Creative Studio. These are little script stamps. I haven't even used them yet, so we will see. Some script stamps and a few other things. So let's get started. This I got from, So I have to tell you all, there is something online called, oh gosh, and it's totally escaping my brain right now. It's like daily deals for scrapbookers or something. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna have to look it up and put it down in the description box. Oh, Peachy Cheap. Peachy Cheap. Peachy Cheap. CHEAP. Every day they come up. I think it's 11 o'clock at night. I just look at it in the morning, but they come up with a daily deal, and it's usually some kind of scrapbooking deal. And I got a package of like these crystals and flowers and die cuts and stickers and a whole bunch of other things. And it was like $14.95 or whatever for the whole package. So they do daily deals. So, and then y'all are going to hate me or love me, one of the two. There's another site I found called Holy. It's WHOLEE. It's online. It's kind of like AliExpress, y'all. And oh my gosh, you can find literally everything on there, from shoes to clothes to scrapbooking items and craft items and painting items and household items and everything for kids, men, adult, pets. Everything is on there, y'all. I spent the whole day yesterday. I went on for one thing, and I spent hours on there, y'all. And the prices are incredible. It's the same kind of stuff, and like this kind of thing, these kind of things on there, as well as like kind of the stickers and a few other things that you have seen me get from my Your Creative Studio box, as well as AliExpress. They have washi tape and stickers and vellum and paper and collage stuff and a whole bunch of things. So like I said, you're either going to love me or hate me. So go check out that Holy, WHOLEE, or Peachy Cheap. Yeah, sorry, y'all. I'm apologizing ahead because you all are going to get addicted like I am. Okay, so I had this, whatever this is, this tag, and I'm going to use this side because this side has some ink on it. But I'm actually going to probably use some of the same ink. So actually, I might even use this side. I don't know. We shall see. So let's get crafting. So again, Habakkuk, chapter 2. And here are a couple of the pages that I got out of the Your Creative Studio box. And I'm thinking here, what I want to do is kind of do like a layered look. So this is that paper with a tooth to it. I think it's pretty cool. Oops. And I want to layer it. So let me grab my scissors. And I am going to just kind of set this. Okay, let me think here. This is going to go here, I'm guessing, like right here in the middle. And then I want this. Where's my pencil? Let's see. I want the tag to stick up above the page, and I'm going to draw a line there because I want this to stop at the top of the page. Does that make sense, y'all? Maybe it will when you see what I'm doing. So I'm going to take my ruler. I don't know. We're just kind of winging it today. Lately, I've been winging it with everything. But I hope you all are doing well. We're going to keep this piece for something else, of course. You know, waste not, want not. Okay. And then I'm going to put this here. Let me think here. That's going to stop at the top of the page, right about there. And I want the tag to stick up a little bit higher. So I'm going to situate it right about there. And I'm just going to cut this because I just want it to border the tag. There we go. And we'll save that piece. That's more collage pieces. Okay. Let me move all this out of the way. Now, this part I want to kind of tuck in because I don't want to cover up this whole picture here. So I want to be able to tuck that part in. So what I'm going to do, I'm trying to, again, reason this through my head. I got to cut it from right here. So what I'm going to do is take my little cutter bee and I am going to, let me do that one more time, y'all, sorry. So I want to go, so right about here, I have to cut, where's my pencil go? So right about from here to right about there, I want to cut. Again, this will maybe make a little sense once I show you. So I love these cutter beads because they're super sharp. So I'm going to cut around these leaves. Kind of open this up for like a little tuck spot for the tag to tuck under. And so the leaves will kind of come up over the tag. Now again, I'm not going to cut this exactly because this is so thin. I'm just going to kind of cut around it a little bit. But I hope you are all doing well. It's almost Halloween season or more fall. Getting into the holidays, I guess you could say. If you call Halloween a holiday, but I mean, I guess a lot of people do. Got a couple costume parties I'm going to go to for fun with my friends. And the Texas Renaissance Fest is going on. I go there every year. So there's a lot of, it's fall. That's kind of what I'm alluding to. Fall time, there's always like festivals and different things going on and, you know, fun things like the Texas Renaissance Fest or, like I said, Halloween or little parties and such. Okay, I'm going to cut this one down right about there. Make that even a little bit. So see how I cut that and the page is still there, but we have it open. So so if I glue this down, I want to make sure this, see, look at that. That can tuck in right about there. Oh, perfect. Let's move that up a little bit. So that'll go like that. And then this is going to get glued on right about there. See? So then that way I don't cover up this. I still have that showing. Oh, I love that. Look at just what that does. Oh, love it. Okay, so let me think. I think what I'm going to do is just glue this one down right now because I don't think I need to do anything else with that, and it's in the spot that I want it. So I'm going to get that glued. But I'm not gluing this part down. Y'all notice that, right? I did not glue this part down. I'm gluing around the edges here to kind of hold this all down. I did not prep my page here because I'm not going to be doing any inking on the page, or if I do, it'll be very light. So, okay. I also have these washi tapes that I got from, so we might have to add some of those as well. But let me think on that right now. Okay, so let's do one thing at a time. So I want to work on this tag. So I grabbed my acrylic block here and some of my distress sprays that I have. These are the only colors I have a few other ones, but I have these colors and perfect for fall, right? So let's do this carved pumpkin, and actually kind of ready. I think this is that same color. I was fooling with these the other day and then I just grabbed it, but let's just do it again. They always say shake your bottles side to side instead of up and down, because if you go up and down, sometimes it clogs your nozzle, but I still kind of do it up and down, y'all. So you have to figure out a way to unclog your nozzle if you're going to do it that way. I'm just going to do a little spray here on my acrylic block. I don't want a lot. I'm going to spray some water. Oops, I just sprayed everywhere. Spray some water. And I'm going to kind of dip that. Ooh, love that. Love that. I don't want those really, so I'm going to spray that a little because I don't want those really bright spots right there. And I want it to run a little bit. I'm just going to kind of fool with this and see what happens, y'all. I love this kind of look on the paper. I'm going to dab that one up. And then let's put a little bit at the top. Spray that. Ooh, look at that. That running. Ooh, love it, love it, love it. Let's have that run a little. I don't want that big. Okay. Let's clean that off. And we're going to dry in between because I don't want it to all come together and be mud. Or at least dry it, pretty well. I love this technique. Excuse me. Love this technique for the fact that you can do it 100 different times and get 100 different looks, because it all just kind of, I don't know what this one's going to look like. This one might just fade right into the background, but we'll see. We'll do a couple. This is mustard seed. Woo, that was bright. We shall see. Let's do a little bit. Yeah, that's really a bright yellow. I'm going to dab some of that up. Let's put some at the top there. And let's do just a couple dabs at the bottom, but I'm not sure if it'll show up on that orange. A little bit. Okay. Let's try that. I should probably move my Bible, because if I spray this and it goes, it's going to go everywhere. Actually, you know what? I really am going to move my Bible. Hang on a second. I'm going to move my Bible because we're going to do some sewing as well. And I got to move that over here anyway. So I'm just going to drop that on the floor because I just have a feeling I'm going to make a mess. Okay, now let's try some of this festive berries. I think it matches like some of these flowers. So let me grab the stickers. So I'm going off these colors here. So you got browns, yellows, oranges, reds. We shall see. Oh yeah, that is definitely bright. Okay, let's see here. Woo. And I'm gonna dab some of that up. And the more water you spray, the more it'll start to move around. Of course, y'all know that. And the lighter, you'll just get this different effect going. Okay, that's about all I want for that. And I think I'm gonna go back in with some darker orange. I don't know. Let me do some of the browns first, so we'll see how that goes. Yeah, I like that dark right there. Okay, this one is Gathered Twigs. I'm not sure how this is gonna look, but we shall see. Kind of like a light brown. Now, if you don't have these distress sprays, you can use your inks. I'm going to use a couple of these too. Okay. I like the back too. Ooh, I like that. Okay. How do we like that? Do we like that? I think we like that. Okay, well that is drying a little bit. I am going to get some of this darker. So this is ground espresso. I wanted a little bit of darker in here. And I didn't have the spray, so I'm going to use the ink. Let me dry this real quick. see how this is going to look against this paper. Not quite where I want it to be yet. Ooh, I do like that. Okay, stop. Oh, I love those little lines coming down, like little veins. Okay, like that. Trying to see again. This is going to be on this paper, which is going to be on that paper with these kind of flowers. So I do want to push that back a little bit, that color, I think. I do want some, I don't know. I'm not sure if I like that, if it's too dark, if I want it lighter. Maybe I should just go with like lighter colors. I could try this side and go with the lighter colors. But let me see something. Let me try something. I'm going to try one last ditch effort on this side and we'll see what happens. So I'm going to spray this. Let it sit for a minute because these are distress inks or distress oxide sprays, so they should react with water. I'm going to put a paper towel over this and press and see if some of these, not too much. They did not. I think it works better on other paper. Let's see. Yeah, it's not doing what I want it to do, which is okay. It's cool looking, but it's not really, I think I might want to go a little lighter. So I think I'm going to eliminate those bright reds because I think that's just too dark. So let's try this side. I'm going to do the oranges and yellows, and we'll see which side we like better when we're all done. Okay, like that. Some yellows. It's all trial and error. If you don't like it, try again. Yeah, I like these yellows. Let me think. Maybe we'll go with a tad of this brown. And we'll see what it. Ooh. cool. That effect I'm getting right there. Dab that up. Some on the top. Dab that up. And some at the bottom. Okay, let's dry this, see what it looks like. Okay, so we've got this side, which is darker colors, and we've got this side, which are these lighter colors. And I am thinking, hang on a minute. Okay, so we got the Bible here. Let me make sure all this is cleaned up. Push to the side. Okay, so this is going to be tucked under there. This might be a little too yellow now that I'm seeing on the page. I'm not sure, y'all. I could add a little bit of red to this one because I think this is just a little too dark. So we might have to add just a little red to bring some of this red in. Let's try. Ooh. Okay, y'all. Just a little bit. Boop, boop. Man, that is some red. I'm gonna do just a tad. Okay, what do y'all think? That looks pretty cool. Okay. Slow a little bit. So we got this dark one. I mean, it's kind of growing on me because it's got the dark. Gosh. I mean, this one's a little too yellow now, maybe. Should we do more dark? I don't know. This looks kind of rustic to match this. Y'all, what do you think? I don't know. I don't know. Well, maybe once I get everything on there. Maybe I should put a couple dark spots on this one. Okay, we'll keep going. We'll keep going. Just a couple. Ooh, I love that. Love that. little bit right there. You're all probably like, stop already. No, I know. I'm just having fun with my inks. Okay. So we got this side. We got this side. Oh, I think this side, I like this side. It's like a little bit faded more, a little bit more, I don't know, wispy looking, I guess you can say. A little bit more wispy looking. Okay, let me remove all this. Whew. Okay. So we did two sides. We got this side, which was our trial side, and this side. I like this side better. I just think it matches a little bit better with the look and all that. So that's what we're going with. Okay, let me clean all this up. And then what I want to do is, okay, so this is going to go kind of like that. Okay, I do want to do a little bit of stamping. So let me grab my Faith sticker, the one I'm going to use. And then I think I'm going to cut this part out. So I'm going to just cut around this. But I love how, you know, we can question God and he's not going to smite us for it. You know, like if we don't understand what's going on, we can question him. We can talk to him. We can yell at him, which I've done plenty this year. He understands. So I like that he understands. Okay. I'm thinking I want to do like a stamp there, I think. Either a stamp, or do we want to do the stamps out here? Or do I even want to do any stamps? I might not even want to do any stamps. I don't know. Because I do want to put some of these down too. So maybe, let me stick that somewhere. I've got this stamp too, but I don't. Okay, we'll do light stamps. We'll do these really lightly. And let me test it on this back page. Yeah, that's pretty light. Something kind of like that. Just some stamping on the, okay. So I want one right there. Like right there. There, just a little bit. Okay, so a little bit of stamping, easy peasy. That over. Okay, so this is gonna get tucked in there. This is gonna get glued, or actually I'm going to sew this onto here. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to glue this briefly. I want to do a little bit of sewing. So I'm just gonna glue the middle just like so. I want that to be up a little because I want it to come off the page right up here where the hole is. Okay. So let me think. Did I want to use some of these before I sew? Yeah. So I'm going to decorate this and then I think I'll sew it. So my faith. Okay. So we've got these washi tapes. Got this orange one. Ooh, I really like that. Okay. So let's go right about here and I'm going to hopefully tear this. Y'all know me. We shall see what happens. Oh, look at that. No way, y'all. It worked. It worked. And actually, I don't think I want that much. So we're going to kind of go like this. Okay, hang on. Put that there. And put that there. There we go. Or do we want it on this side? I think I want it on this side. But I don't want to cut, well, I guess I'll cover up that little white piece right there. Okay. Let's see. I'll decorate this page when I'm finished with this. Okay, let's do a little bit of, I like these words right here. So I'm going to try to grab those words. I'll put that on this side. Is it upside down? No. Y'all, I need some help. Renee needs some help. I want it to be at least straight. There we go. Kind of straight. Okay, so we got that and that. The faith is going to kind of go right about there. Let's grab these pictures. I want this one, so I'm going to cut this one out. These are, I think they're transfer stickers. I don't think they're just regular stickers, but we shall see. I'm hoping I'm correct in that assessment. Okay, grab my burnishing tool. I think it came with one. I just didn't grab it. Okay, come on. Or is it a sticker? Regular sticker. Nope. Okay, yeah, they're transfer stickers. Okay, so let me kind of measure this. So this is going to be tucked in here. So I want this. We'll put the faith like right about there. This will kind of go right about here. Right about there. Boom. Stick it down. Now let's hope this works. So for these transfers, you take the plastic off and then you come in with your little burnisher and just burnish the thing down, your sticker down, and it should come up pretty easily. It should. But again, it's me. So anything that should be easy is not when it comes to me. And if it doesn't come off, then you just kind of keep doing it again and again. So see how this kind of, and then, there you go. Look at that. So cool. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. Okay, so the faith is going to go right about there. And then I want one more. Which one did I see? Oh, I saw these little twig ones. Which one do we want? Let's see. If faith is here. Maybe have that one coming up there. Or this other twig one. Faith is here. I'm trying to, I always have to try to picture. We could have that one coming up that way. Okay, yeah, that's what we're gonna do. So Faith is here. We want that one coming up right about there. Okay, I like this one. I'm learning I'm more of a visual person versus, I mean, I can come up with the concept in my head, but then I really need to see it to know if it's going to work or if it'll work for me or if it's what I want or looking for or whatever. I think I'm getting more visual. Lately, I used to be able to just picture it in my head and be like, yeah, that's what I want. And now it's like, I need to see it. Okay, that one's going to go right there. And these kind of remind me of fall, these little berries and twigs and such. Again, layer upon layer upon layer. When you do all these different layers, it gives your work so much more dimension versus just flat. But again, if you like that flat look, then that's what you're going for, then, you know, perfect. Oh, I love that. Look at that, y'all. And then the Faith is going to go right here. Yum. Look at it. What do y'all think so far? I love that Faith like kind of really sticks out. Okay. Woohoo. Okay, now let's get the sewing done. Okay, let me move all this stuff. I'll bring my sewing machine over real quick. Okay. Move this. I finally got my extension cord and everything over here, so now I can bring my sewing machine over. I could bring all my heating tools over, everything. Okay, so what I'm going to do, hang on a minute, let me fix these wires real quick. Let me push them over to this side. Okay, make sure, that's not gonna get tangled. Okay, so here's my sewing machine, y'all. I know you're not gonna be able to see what I'm doing completely because, you know, you're looking down. But I'll show you. I'm going to do a straight stitch as well as, okay, so I'm going to do this like a straight stitch here. And I'm going to do like a zigzag stitch about halfway down to give it some interest. Artie Mays does this a lot. If any of you watch Artie Mays on YouTube, let me make sure this is working. Okay, it is. Okay, I'm going to put it on, let me see. Let's put it on 1. Okay, let's do the straight stitch. So I'm gonna stitch around this tag. So I'm gonna start in this corner. I'm gonna do a straight stitch. And then go down the tag. And I'm gonna stop about halfway and I'm gonna switch it to a zigzag stitch to give some interest. And I'll show you. And then I'm going to go back to the straight stitch. So hang on, lift that up, back to the straight stitch. And I'm going to go down the bottom here, straight stitch across. And I'm going to come up, straight stitch a little bit. I'm going to stop right about there. That, and I'm going to go to another zigzag stitch and then like that, and then go back to the straight stitch and I'm doing the top of my tag now, going across. And there we go. Pull that out and let me show you what I did. Super easy. Whoop. Move that to the side. So when I said straight stitch, well, you know, I messed up that corner, but when you do straight stitch, it's like a little straight, and then I added the zigzag stitch just for some you know, visual funness, and then another straight stitch down, across, then up this way, and then I went back to zigzag again, and then went back to straight. So it gives it just like a little bit of fun, and it makes sure your tag is sealed to this piece of paper. And it just gives you, again, just some more texture on your page, which I like. Okay, so I'm gonna put that to the side, bring this back up. Oy. Boy, this is fun, y'all. This is kind of like scrapbooking, crafting, everything all in one. Okay, so there is that. I got some of this sari silk from, this is actually one called Autumn Years. And look at these colors, y'all. They match perfectly. Look at that. I love it. So I'm going to find the end of this because I don't even think I've used this one much. And I'm just going to put some in here. And I'm wondering, do we want to do like a bow at the top? So if so, I'm going to need a little more. Let me think. I'm wondering if I want to do a bow or not. I'm going to fool. I'm going to fiddle. Y'all know me and my fiddling. I'm going to play with this for a little bit. Okay, do we want the bow at the top? Or do we want just pieces sticking up at the top? Like if we could do 4 of them. I kind of like the bow. So that means I'm going to need a little bit more. I'm going to give myself extra here. Hopefully this is enough. Well, I'll go right to this little knob right there. Okay, hopefully that'll be enough. Oh, I got a little piece in there from something, so I guess I did use this from. But yeah, sari silk, you can get these on Etsy, probably Amazon and other places, but I really like the different kinds you can get from Etsy. And there's a variety of different stores on there. So I'm putting it through like this. So you got the little loop, you got your 2 ends this way, and then you take your 2 ends and pull it through the loop. Now, this is the easy way to get just little pieces sticking up here, but I'm gonna fiddle with this and see if I can make a bow. Oops. It would help if I made it even, wouldn't it? Let's try that again. Shall we? I got these big old fingers, y'all. Come on, we can do it. Little by little. If at first you don't succeed, try again. I'm sure you all have heard that from your parents at some point, or from somebody. And now that I see the bow this way, I'm not sure if I'm liking it too much. Try to open this up a little, fiddle some more. I don't know. Yeah, I guess it's cool. And if you want, you could even do like some wire or string through here and hang some little dangles off of this. If you want to get real creative and add some more things. I'm trying to keep my Bible right now a little less 3D. So I need to kind of limit myself to all the stuff I'm putting in my Bible. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is glue this down. Not the top, just this piece of paper, because this is going to glue onto here. So I'm going to tuck this in just like so and put this up at the top where I want it to be on my page. Glue that down. And now I can go in. Is that how I want it? Yep. And see, now that I did the back piece, you don't have just like a plain tag in the back. When I was fooling around with the back, it's colored on the back too. So that worked out perfectly. Like otherwise, if you didn't do the back, you would just have that, you know, regular color of your tag there, which is fine. But you know, hey, another happy accident. Got both. So I'm going to glue this down because I want, well, you know what? I kind of want some of it to stick up a little, kind of like 3D. So I'm just going to glue parts of it down because I do want it to be kind of, I think, or do I want to glue down? I don't know. I'm sure it'll kind of come up. I didn't put a lot of glue on the ends, so it can come up. Okay, so I have these little pieces left over of, but they're upside down, so not using that one. Let's do some of these orange ones. Let's see. Oh, I have these too that we might want to add. We might add those. Or do I just want to leave it? Maybe, okay. Let's see what I'm going to do. I'll put a little piece there. A little piece here to break up the monotony of like all these lines a little bit. Ugh, it's sticking to me. Okay, I really like this text, right? This part. Help. And that's upside down. I don't know, y'all. I am just sticking pieces anywhere at this point. We'll just add a few here or there. Where's that orange one? Where'd it go? Let's see. I think that might be it. This piece is bothering me, y'all. Keeps coming up. We're gonna glue it down. Okay, and then I had these little crystals. I don't know if it's gonna, if it'll detract from this or not. So we'll put one down, see what it looks like. I like these ones with the little gold. So maybe we'll do like, remember I said I was gonna try to keep this not as 3D, and yet, what am I doing? Ooh, these little gold flake ones are cute. Okay, what do I have here? Stay. I think that'll be good. Just a couple little bling blings here or there. And there we go. There's our page, y'all. Oh, all that. Let's see what time it is. Oh, wow. Almost an hour. But hey. So, we are living by faith. Actually, let me grab my pen. And I am highlighting. Let's see here. Okay. His ego is inflated. He is without integrity. But the righteous one will live by his faith. And I love that word, but. But with God, you know. But for God. Okay, and this pen is starting to run out. But the righteous one will live by his faith. So that is Habakkuk, chapter 2, verse 4. And there we go, y'all. And then I'm going to date stamp it. So I'll probably put the date stamp right there or over here somewhere. But let's bring it up close. Oh, look at that, y'all. My camera is finally focusing. I've been having so many technical issues. So look at the little blingy things. There's like little gold flecks in these these little jewels too, which I think are cool. It brings out the colors here. Got one up there. Just little random things. And then there's our tag that we made in our sewing. So my prayer is and actually what I might do is right along the side, what I told you all at the beginning, that the major theme of Habakkuk is trying to grow from a faith of perplexity and doubt to the height of absolute trust in God. I think I'm going to write that in brown right up here along the side, and then I'll date stamp it. So I'll do that off camera. But I really like that, and that's what this page means to me. So thank you all so much for joining me. I hope you all have a very blessed day, and I'll see you next time. Bye, y'all.